Notes are designed for things we don't want to forget. Before I delve into this, I want to take a moment to address a common question. Isn't it simpler to type my notes? The answer is yes, absolutely. It's much simpler to type out your notes. But in this digital age, we often mistake convenience for efficiency. Simpler does not always mean better. Numerous studies conducted at various levels of education found that students that wrote their notes by hand tested much better than those who typed them out. They also remembered the content much longer. Writing your notes by hand imprints information more deeply into your memory. That's why we take notes in the first place, to remember. Notes are indicated by the dash bullet. This bullet is most commonly used for meetings and classes. The format is the same, short and focused sentences. In addition to saving us time, we use this format because it helps us switch from passive to active listening, helps us surface what matters, and it helps us capture information in our own words. If you've ever sat in a dull lecture, an endless meeting, or got cornered by some chatty relative for the holidays, you know how easy it is to shut off your mind. You hear what's being said, but you would struggle to recall any details. Then there are other times when you're really engaged, trying to hang on to every word. That's the difference between passive and active listening. To actively listen, you need to engage your mind. When taking notes by hand, most people can't keep up with the speaker. I certainly can't. By keeping our notes short, we can't just parrot the source. We have to think about what's being said, distill what matters, and then render that information in our own words. In order to do all that, the mind is forced to switch off autopilot. This technique is not just for capturing information about the world around us, but also for the world within. Notes can be used to record your ideas, your thoughts, and even your feelings. Many bullet journalists use notes to track their feelings throughout the day. This can be helpful when working through a difficult time. We often try to suppress unwelcome feelings or emotions. The more we do, the more intrusive they tend to become. By writing them down, we acknowledge the feelings. We let them in. And when they're heard, when they're labeled, they tend to pass more quickly. By doing this, we also create an accurate record of our state of mind, which is a critical element that we will explore a little bit later. Next, let's take a look at how all these pieces work together.